Yo, everybody! Generikb here, and we're back playing Feed the Beast on the MindCrack Feed the Beast server. And it has been a while. I believe it has been 1 week since I've been on the server. I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a heads up as to why that is, but before I do, I want to give you another update on these Flux bees. So, good news, pretty good news, and then not the best news in the whole world. So I'll start with the pretty good news. I mean, I guess, I don't know. You can see where the Flux right here says high, and if you remember, it used to be minimal. Well, that's because I just put it in here. I had a Flux bee just in this little, in this alveary doing its thing, and holy shnikes, man. It went from minimal to high in just like a day at the most. I'm going to actually pick this up. And you know, I've got my little spot loader here and all this stuff, and I was like, holy crud, man. That thing sure does work. So that's the pretty good news, because I mean, it works, but I don't think there's really much of a need for Flux, unless you wanted to artificially create Flux to remove it to get these things, which is the really good news. This is the thing that I got from my little Flux sucker station over by Doc's place, and it's been working really well. So the not so good news is that pure bee that I have over there at Doc's high node, high flux node, it's still at high flux. So I'm not exactly sure what the dealio is. Pure bees is sucking things out, but it's not actually lowering the amount of flux in the air, which is interesting, because I thought that's how that was supposed to go. Maybe. So I do want to talk about what's going on and where I've been for the past week and all of that. While I do that, I'm going to just derp around a little bit on checking some bee stuff out, and then we're going to work on just a little bit of some sculpting of the BFO head today. But let's see if we can scare him. Ha ha! So we had ourselves, some lag issues, as you guys know. I checked on stuff, and Etho checked on stuff, and so did Good, and we did, our lag busting and all the things that we do. Anything in here? Yeah. And the end result of it was, we were like, you know what? We don't know. We figured out, a somewhat of a cause of it, but we don't know how to fix it. I'm going to put these guys right, So you know what? Forget it. We don't know what to do about it, so we're going to throw our hands up in the air pretty much. And, Good just did a video basically saying that, he really wishes he could, do more videos, but with this lag and with him, having to spend so much time on being a server admin, it really cut into his time. So luckily, what was I doing here? I wanted to test one other thing out. Luckily, the fellas over at the ForgeCraft server, which are, most of the mod makers that make up Feed the Beast, they were like, here we go. That's the queen. That's what I'm talking about. They were like, okay, you know what? We've got some guys who know what they're doing, right? And we've got some tools that you can use. Effect flowers node, but effect. Now, how does that work? How do you have no effect now? You were the dude that was in there. I thought, that's interesting. Okay. We'll figure that one out later. Weird. Weirdo. So, I need to go up here. So they were like, I think Good was talking with them at PAX, and originally they were like, you know what, we could just host your server, and that way, you have access to all of our nifty little tools and performance increases and stuff like that. And then that was initial talks, and then I think life happens, and I think the Forgecraft guys actually realized they already have, I think, 3 servers or 3 instances, maybe 4, of Feed the Beast, different versions of it, on one server already. And so adding, there's one here. So adding, MindCrack, probably not the smartest idea in the world. Like, probably would cause it to stretch the server a little too much. But okay, before I continue my story, I am here because I want to put this Ghastly Queen in here. Good said that the prank I did at spawn, no one's seen an actual gas come out of it. But he said that, and I put the ghastly effect on those rocky bees, but he said that they make a bunch of noises, like sounds like 75 gas at the same time. So I want to see what it does. Pretty jazzed about hearing this. But so anyway, they said, but you know what? Here's a server host that we recommend. If you put it on there, give us, access to it. We'll put on all our tools, configure up things, and basically, if you guys do start running into some issues, we can help you fix it. And so that's what we've done. That's why you just saw the this little server backup thing. It still got some configuration to do to, turn that type of stuff off. But so far, it seems to be working really well. I mean, I do the old block break test, right? Oh, and then people did tell me that you see that weird little double. Oh, it didn't do it there, but right there. It's because I'm picking up the block while I'm doing it, and it's the thing in my hand. So now it doesn't do it. Oh, well, that's it. I'm done with this server. No, I'm just kidding. But so far it's been pretty good. Things seem to be going pretty well. I still don't have the greatest FPS when I go into spawn, but that is more of a client-side thing than server-side. Why you're supposed to scream. Good was saying this thing sounded like 75 of gas. Oh, there it is. Perfect timing. Dude. I think that I need to make a prank out of this and just have these in different people's bases. Now, what I don't know, this didn't do this before. This is because now we have an updated version of the MindCrack Feed the Beast server. That cracks me up so much. And then if I take him out, it's done. Oh, that's the best. That's so friggin' funny. I love it. Oh man, I wonder if the zombies do that too. I don't think I have a zombie one. I think I just have creepers right now. Creepers in the gas. I'll have to play around with it some more. But I think that still will spawn a gas, so I'll have to do some more experiments. If it's just now a noisemaker, kinda a shame, but at the same time, I could put that in someone's house as just a noisemaker prank, and I think that would be really, really funny. And Good said that he heard it from his base, which is a pretty long ways away. Oh, actually, we should test that, right? Let's go over there one more time. So while I'm talking, so yeah, the long story short is that we're on a new server. It's a server that the Feed the Beast guys have recommended. We have custom Java parameters when the Java stuff is called to help optimize it. And then there's also some special tools that the Feed the Beast guys have that will allow you to track down what's causing lag and stuff like that. So all of that's well and good. Now, I know for you guys, one of the questions might be, yeah, but what does that mean for me? Like, how can I do that? Like, how are you guys fixing it? Because I've got a Feed the Beast server and it runs like a dog. We have talked to those guys, and I think that they are going to create some tutorials on how to improve your Feed the Beast server. Maybe provide some tools. I'm not gonna make that promise because it's not me that's providing it. But they did say, hey, it's probably a pretty good idea that we do some kind of optimization tutorials. So whenever those come out, for sure we will let you guys know. If it's a video, we'll like the video. If it's a web page, we'll do all that. So do not fret about that, my pet. All right, I want to let this go one more time. Now, that did, however, bring up a question. And I'm sorry this is kind of a talky episode. So we didn't do one. I didn't do an episode Friday or Sunday. The server was down for most part of Friday, so I couldn't get one out. And Sunday, I was still kind of recuperating from going downtown with B-dubs. I wore the dress. Video is out. Go check it out on my channel. Aren't you gonna do your... Hello? Hello? That's weird. Why you know? Why you... Oh, there it goes. What? Okay, so we're gonna keep walking, see how far. Oh, I bet you have to be within a certain range for it to actually do it. But then maybe the sound, I bet the sound like kicks off whenever. That's probably what it is. And since it's in spawn, it's where I put it was in the little spawn chunk, and it's probably just sitting there all day long. Just but yeah, so I was downtown with B-dubs and all of that. But prior to this new server move, I had some thoughts about the future of Feed the Beast for me, future of the BFO, and the server for me and stuff like that. And I do want to talk to you guys about it. I'm gonna do it as I'm building the head a little bit. I'm looking around. Got a bunch of dirt. I've got some ideas. I know. Dirt. Woohoo! Got some ideas for it. But I tell you what, I'm going to take a quick commercial break. And when we get back, we'll do a little bit of building and I will talk about some plans I want to run by you. Okay, so I will be right back. Okay, another day. Just slept with, I slept with B-dubs and Zisto. I started doing a little bit of building, and then I realized it was dark and you guys wouldn't be able to see it. So my idea is I'm going to build and shape this stuff with dirt, And then once I get it to a point that I like it, kind of shaped it out, because dirt is a nice thing to kind of shape stuff out with. Then I will take it and use that wand of equal trade, kind of like B-Dubs was going to do with this guy over there. I'm gonna see what we do, and then take the wand of equal trade and swap it around, go bling, bling, bling. However this thing works, I'll be honest, I really don't understand how that one works. I haven't used it yet, but I will. But see, this way I can get it in a shape that I like, and then worry about swapping it out with the materials that I like. So I'm gonna try to talk and chew bubblegum at the same time, which, as you guys know, is very hard for me. So I love Feed the Beast. I love it. Feed the Beast is an amazing mod pack. I love the fact that it is so nerdy that there is just, and when I say nerdy, I mean that there's like all sorts of different things that you can do in this mod pack. So like you have to worry about electricity, and there's all sorts of like really awesome ways to automate things, because automation is something that even in vanilla, I love trying to automate things. I think it's the most fun possible. It's just by the way, you guys are doing this on the fly in front of the camera, you guys are gonna hate every single thing I do on this, and I probably will too. Don't worry, okay? Things will be fixed and they will be modified as we go. So do not worry, my friends. But before we got this new server fix, and we're still I'm cautiously optimistic, as they say. Even with all of this new server and all of that, Feed the Beast is still, in my opinion, not the most ideal thing in the world to do server single player with, or multiplayer. It's a lot going on, and it's bad enough when you have one person that does a bunch of machines, and you got buildcraft and those other types of pipes where you got items going left and right. You've got red power, which shoots, triggers, all the little things that we know causes lag. Just everything in this mod pack is, I would say, it's not lag inducing, not by nature, but it is I would say that it is server intensive. I think that's probably a good way to put that, right? It's server intensive. And so, because of that, you take that by one. If you got one person doing it, that's enough to like bring a computer down, right? But if you have 10, 15, 20 people that are doing this stuff all at once, you multiply all of that stuff out by the number of people, because now not only do you have different things going on, but you have different chunks that are being loaded, right? I think we're going to try something like this. This is so random. Such a bad idea. I need to borrow someone's Gravisuit, I think. That way I don't have to like constantly jetpack around, because I'm just kind of randomly going. You know what I'm getting at? So it's like, in my opinion, it's a great thing that's not meant to be, it's not optimized for multiplayer. So before we had this whole this whole talk about this new server and all of that stuff, I had thoughts of stopping my MindCrack series and working on a brand new one, doing a reboot, and having it be just single player, feed the beast. Me doing, still doing my beast stuff, but doing, stuff on my own to where this has just made a bigger square, isn't it? This is just terrible. Terrible, terrible. Stuff on my own where I wouldn't have to worry so much about, the state of the server, whether or not it's on or down, or whether or not it's laggy as hell. If someone has decided to run like 15,000 things at once, or even if it's just so random, even if it's just like just a server glitch or a mod glitch or whatever the case might be. And I wanted to ask you guys about it. I wanted to get your feedback on what you thought about that, because here's my concern, my main concern on that is that, here, let's see how I want to do this. There we go. My main concern is that you guys would no longer want to watch. And so that's the main question I wanted to ask you guys. If, hypothetically speaking, I did decide, actually, that ain't doing too bad, is it? I decided to do a single player series. Would you still watch it? And now I know it's probably not ideal, because people would, people are gonna say, well, I'd rather you stay on the server, and that way you can do collabs and stuff like that, and I agree. I think in a perfect world that would be great. But with 1.6 coming around for vanilla 1.6, can I get that from here? Oh, baller. With vanilla 1.6 coming out, we've got horses, and we've got clay, and all of that stuff, and people on this on MindCrack are actually really excited about this. I'm gonna take off one right here. Oh, that is wrong. There we go. Hello. People are really excited about it, and I think that's going to it's already bringing more people back onto the vanilla server, which means more people on the server, more room for collabs and all of that stuff that you guys love. So it's not necessarily the fact that you wouldn't get any collabs anymore from people. It's like that wouldn't happen. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. Let's see if I do something like this. Let's get in here. Ooh. So, and then people, I asked this on Reddit, and people were like, "Well, what about the B team?" So we've got plans for some stuff, and I'm thinking it wouldn't be. Can I get that? Oh, baller. We've got other plans that wouldn't necessarily need Feed the Beast to do, right? So the way I'm getting at it, picture this as being like season 1 of Feed the Beast. Technically season 2, since we had season 1 and it blew up. Can you believe I'm doing this? That ain't bad. That's starting to look like a B. Maybe a little too dippy down on the bottom, but we're getting there. No, I kind of like it there. I take it back. Give me that. Put that there. And so, you know, the next season of Feed the Beast would be a single player of me. B-Dubs and I would still definitely do vanilla stuff together. We would still do, you know, if there's another Call of Duty series or any of those type of series, you know, B-Team's still going to be, without a doubt, still going to be in effect. Do I have torches on me? I do. Let's get a little torch job going on here. Let's do, so we can see. And we've got some ideas for, we know you guys like modded Minecraft. You guys have seen my Terra Firma craft, and all I see on the comments, I see so many times on the comments, do this with B-Dubs. Some people saying do it with Pack Rat, but definitely there's a whole stack of please do this with B-Dubs. So I know you guys want us to do some more modded Minecraft together. We've got some ideas baked in our head. I'm thinking I just like all of this like that. Maybe. Let's take all of this off and see what happens. Maybe like that. So that's my idea. That's my gist, right? I want you guys to tell me what you think. And more importantly, I want to rephrase that. It's not that I want to know what you think, because I know that will result in a bunch of, I don't want you to leave the server. I want you to stay here. I want things to remain exactly as they are. So instead, I want to push the scenario. If I did a single player, and I did, you know, bees, and I actually have a pretty cool idea for trains with the train craft stuff that I want to do, because with the exception of, I think Badge did some train stuff, I don't think anyone's really done trains. Let's put one right there so I can sit on it. Maybe like that. Try that out. So yeah, that's the question I have for you. If I said I am doing a single player from now on, I'm going to finish the BFO, because this has to be finished. I'm not going to leave this big old pile of dirt unfinished. But in the event that I do, would you guys still watch? This is getting there. This is really getting there. I gotta say, I am, and I'm not going to do micro blocks because I don't think micro blocks work with the wand of equal trade. So I'm not gonna do it. But yeah, I do want to stress the fact that this is really nothing to do with the with the server itself. Good's doing such a great job, and props to him for working and getting us hooked up with a better system. Hopefully it is gonna be a lot better. It just feels like a good natural progression for me. I want to do some single player experimentation with stuff. Just my thoughts. Okay, one last little bit right here. And it's not me getting burnt out on Feed the Beast. I'm actually really excited to start over because I'll be honest, with this BFO, it sounded really great on paper. But when it came time to actually putting the machinery in place, this is probably the worst setup known to mankind. Because I can't sit there. Let's see. That needs to be shaved off. I can't sit there and make all the machines going in all the right places that I want in a efficient manner. It just doesn't seem to want to work too well. So I would have some different ideas on how to make like some kind of really, kick butt beehive type scenario, something that uses all of the routers and all of the fancy pants machines and all of that stuff, trained from here to there. Oh, I'm super excited about it. But I want to let you guys know, because if everybody's like, nope, frankly, I wouldn't watch it at all, because the only reason I watch you is because of B Team or something like that, then that's what I want to know. But be honest with me. Let me know. Don't just sit there and go, no, Okay, so I have probably beat that subject matter to death like a dead horse. But that is all we got for today. Just a little bit of building. One final thing I will say is this weekend I am doing a charity live stream. It was going to be Saturday, but I'm thinking it is actually going to have to be on Sunday. It's going to be a 12-hour live stream. I'm doing it to raise money for a scholarship fund in the name of a college buddy of mine who recently just passed away from leukemia. And so this will be to raise money for his scholarship, and also for a leukemia-based charity as well, for whatever we get over the cost or over the amount of the scholarship. That is it. So the reason I say that is, please, I want you guys to hang out. If you can donate, great. All the information will be there when I stream. But we will be working on the BFO for a portion of that. I want to at least get the head done, right? I think that'd be pretty cool. But that is it for this episode. Hope you enjoy. Until next time, take care. Brush your hair. I'll see you when I see you. Peace.